All right, writers. So I want you to use the information writing checklists as well as your editing checklist that can look like this or like this. We're going to take a peek at these a little more closely. Your editing checklist that we've used for several units just says, I put spaces between my words. So you want to make sure that you're checking your writing so it's nice and clear for that. I checked the word wall. You might not have the word wall in front of you, but you know your snap words. So if you used all of your snap words and spelled them correctly, you can check it. I spelled tricky words the best I can. I wrote letters for most of the sounds. Think about what we've been doing in phonics. To check this off, we want to think if you have a word that has the sound, are you using ER, UR, or IR? And are you thinking about which one of those spellings looks correct? So we're using all of the things you know to spell those tricky words, the blends, the digraphs, and those new R-controlled vowels that we've been working on. I used ending punctuation and capital letters to start sentences. Really think about this. Make sure that you're paying close attention to starting each new sentence with an uppercase, ending each sentence with an end mark, and if you have a person's name or the name of a special place, those should also have an uppercase letter to start. And I can read my writing and my friend can read most of my writing without help. If you don't have a buddy around at home to read your writing with you, then you can just go ahead and read your own writing, and if you are able to understand it, you can check it off. This checklist looks a lot like this one. You can choose to use this one. This says editing checklist, and here it just has spaces. Word wall, did you use the word wall to spell words? So instead of was, WZ, did you write it the correct way? Did you write letters for most of the sounds you heard, including all of those middle sounds? Did you use vowels? Did you use punctuation and capitals and commas too? And can you read your writing? You don't have to do both of these. You can pick either this editing checklist or this editing checklist, or if you want to do both, you're more than welcome to be super thorough. Then I want you to go through, after your grown-up has helped you print out this, the information writing checklist. This should look super familiar because we've already used this exact same one when we were writing our first All About books. So you're going to make sure that you're reading all of the sections for the structure, how you set it up and build your writing. The development, do you add lots of details and add some craft moves? Did you use everything you know about spelling? And if you haven't yet, you want to go back and make a change, or if you're starting to, you want to go back and make some changes so you can move all of these to the yes column. If you're feeling super ambitious, you can scoot over to the second grade goals and also work on those. You might already have some check marks in the starting to and yes columns. So if you want to push yourself, you can work on doing all of the things in the second grade column. Remember, we've already used this checklist. If you need a grown-up to help you, you can ask for their help to read some of it, but most of this should feel really familiar to us. This is the second page. This is all about punctuation. So look at the first grade expectations and push yourself to see the second grade expectations. Here we have contractions, those unusual suspects that we talked about in phonics. When you have a contraction like can't and don't, do you have that apostrophe in there? So if you're at the editing and revising stage, go ahead and use these checklists to help you both today and tomorrow. Happy writing!